We're back.
Again.
It's Drannz.
It's Amelie.
And welcome to May I. We are talking about D-Day.
Also known as vday.
You managed for the first time.
I did for Valentine's Day. Never again. On Valentine's Day, it was actually very slow all day up until 6 p.m. Odd, maybe. I don't know. Why? Why 6 p.m. you think?
Probably because it's dinner time and everyone's been working because it's on a Thursday.
Okay, yeah. So do you think it makes sense when we cut
Kitchen staff,
a kitchen person at 5 o'clock, and the first on manager goes home at 5:30?
No, that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we had a set menu.
But the problem with that menu, time-sucking menu, it's snowing. So no one wants to fucking leave.
No, yeah.
Everyone is camping. So the tables that we thought were going to be flipping in an hour and a half to 2 hours were actually staying for 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because they did not want to leave.
And takeout.
Because
it's snowing. I can't take you out. It's not safe. So let's make someone else drive, skip the dishes, to our house with cold-ass food.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of takeout, if you're a skip the dishes customer, and you decide to be the nice person, be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go pick up the food. If I say it's for Jim, and you're not Jim, don't take the food, because it's not your order. Because the real Jim's gonna yell at me. And the real Jim's scary white man. And real Jim has to go take a walk around the block to go cool off. So, yeah.
Don't take someone else's food.
Because it really puts me in a pickle. 3 really bad takeout situations. The first takeout nightmare was it was all burgers, and this woman calls and she's like,
yeah, so I'd like to add like 4 chipotle mayos onto that order, and also if you could you add jalapenos to the burgers as well?
Okay, yeah, there will be additional charges for that.
Okay. Let me think.
And meanwhile,
it's so busy right now.
It's so busy. Okay, yeah, well, I just want to let you know, all takeout is we stopped taking takeout also by this moment. I
like how you're putting the
I'm
phone
putting them it's on mute, sorry. Yeah, no, it's going to be another 30 minutes. They've already waited probably 30 minutes for their food.
Okay. Well, my husband will come and pick it up.
Okay, cool, bye. But I've turned off the takeout prematurely. I also stopped actual in-house takeout and calls. And then I also put an hour and a half to 2 hour hold on the door to help kitchen. This still did not help anyone. So the first takeout that goes wrong is the chipotles and the jalapenos. This guy apparently has a beer at the bar. I did not know this. I have 5 takeouts actually waiting. My expos are, I guess they're little hearts, are polishing cutlery when there's hot food up, and I yell at them and I'm like, what are you doing right now? Oh, I'm just polishing. I'm like, there's a pizza.
Red pizza.
Regarding the skip the dish person, that guy takes the food, the actual Jim. Oh, what's your name? What's the food order? Oh, it's for Jim. What? Jim. You're Jim? And I go to open the door and the guy's gone. I'm like, so Jim, I'm real sorry. That guy just took your food. Are you fucking kidding me? Starts yelling. Starts flipping out. I'm like, okay, give me 1 minute. So I, like a genius. So I call that guy. I'm like, hey, you have the wrong food. Is there any chance you could bring it back?
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, no, totally problem. Jim. Finally calm him down. I even was like, I have this guy's order. Do you want it? So this guy was like,
I will be back at 8:15. If my food is not ready by 8:15, I'll be held to pay.
I'm like, the guy comes back. I tell him, it's like, hey, I'm very, very sorry. Here's your food. He's cooled off at this point. He's actually really chill now. He's like, I understand you guys are busy. I'm sorry. So I also completely refunded his meal plus extra. So he got a $75 gift card
Jesus
at the same time.
Christ.
Yes. The guy who brought back the food, gave him the food. I was like, I put an extra coupon in there for you. I'm so sorry about this mix-up. He's like, it's totally fine. I grabbed the wrong thing. It's my fault.
I grabbed the wrong thing. Maybe you should not say your name's Jim when it's fucking Becca.
Remember that guy who was drinking the beer?
Yes.
And it was the burgers?
Yep.
You thought I forgot about this, but no, I didn't. Let's call him Bill. Bill decides to have a beer at the bar. Bill is waiting for takeout that his wife so kindly put in.
Jalapeno chipotle lady.
Yes, it's a 2-bag order, so I put the 2 bags. My hostie tells me, yeah, no, he's at the bar. And I'm like, okay, make sure that they paid. They nod. Okay, well, here's the 2 bags. Make sure he gets it. Make sure he's paid. Go back to go deal with the other fires. 2.5 hours pass, and I go to the takeout screen. I'm starting to close stuff off. This is where most of the night has started to go down. And I see Bill. Not even printed.
What?
And I go to bartender. I'm like, hey, did you get a payment for Bill? No. I was like,
What?
this is an $85 bill of takeout. Bill hasn't fucking paid. I was like, so who is this guy? She's like, he had a beer. And he had 2 takeouts next to him. And I'm like, did no one tell you to come to tell you that was his takeout? And she was like, no one told me. And I was like, but he had 2 takeout bags. And she was like, I assumed he had already paid.
Are you okay?
I'm great.
I feel like we need to stop and you need to
No,
I've never seen you so angry.
No, it's not anger anymore. It's honestly
It's
bad.
disappointment.
It's honestly not angry. It's I'm just so defeated now. Can we show a clip of when I first started serving?
I've been probably around 6 months now. Fresh a little weather. Being really happy and excited that I get made for the table. I'm like, yeah.
How happy you
How
were.
happy and full of life I was to now?
I told you you'd fucking hate it. I told you.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit a year, you start to hate people.
Yeah.
Like, I had somebody ask me for ketchup yesterday, and I was like, fuck you, man. So I had a table. They ordered nachos. So he was a very angry man when he sat down, and I didn't understand. I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe he came in angry. Wife, delightful, sweetest woman. I get busy, and I keep walking past them like, okay, they still haven't gotten their food. They still haven't gotten their food. I'm checking in the kitchen. Okay, it's not up yet. I noticed that their bill has been running. This was at like 15 minutes. I was like, yo, guys, where the fuck are my nachos? I see some burnt nachos on the side.
We're remaking them.
Oh, are you? That's great to know. When did you start doing that? 5 minutes ago? Why the fuck didn't anyone come tell me?
Also, I find out by the time she finds out.
Yeah, the manager finds out.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't they come tell me so I can go talk to the customer and then maybe have a manager touch the table? Who gives a fuck? Anyways, so I touch the table personally and I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry about the wait. It shouldn't be too much longer. And the guy's like, I'm like, okay, you 6-year-old, calm the fuck down. I'm like, can I grab anything else? And he's like, 6-year-old.
Is he a gorilla?
His wife is like,
Oh yeah, no, he'll grab another one. Don't worry, it's okay, thank you.
I'm like, why are you with him? Do you need help? I'll help you.
Are you trapped?
Are you trapped? So when things go wrong and I get slammed, I get angry. There's no in between. It's just what fucking happens. I'm working on it, okay? Another 10 minutes goes by. I'm like, what's taking so long? They don't take that long. Nachos go out, and the man's gone. He didn't come until the nachos were halfway done. That was like 20 minutes later, he came back. Like, he had to go, like, calm down, and then he was going to town at these nachos. How's everything tasting? Wouldn't look at me.
That's great, thank you, sweetheart. Can I get a dessert?
Yes, of course.
What do you want?
Here's your dessert. I give him the bill. I want to say sorry one more time. Like, it's just been so busy, blah, blah, blah. And he's like looking at the bill like, and I'm like, have the machine waiting for him to take it from me.
The nachos they're not on here.
I'm like, sorry. Like, we took care of them. And he goes, oh, sweet. Like, you didn't have to, like, completely 180. You didn't have to. He like touches my hand. You didn't have to do that. You know, it wasn't that long of a wait. We didn't really notice. We had our beer. We had conversation. I'm like, you weren't looking at her. What are you conversation? You weren't there with yourself. You left. But thank you so much. Like, I'm gonna leave you an extra big tip for that one. He did. He tipped me like 25%. And then they're leaving, and I say thank you again. And the wife comes up to me and she goes,
go look at the table for your tip.
I was like, she leaves me like another $6 and it was the best part, in change, and I had no change. I was like, I had the worst experience. I had picked up a shift for a server who needed it, and there was a party coming in, so I switched my section too. I switched into a full section so I wouldn't probably not get another round, and then see the managers moving a table together. I was like, what the fuck? And I see these people coming.
Okay, so I explained this so dumb, so I'm just going to re-explain it. So it was a group of tourists that came in, and they had 2 translators with them, and I was like, okay, I've served groups of tourists before. It's usually one bill, it's usually like buffet style, super quick and easy, so I was like, okay, it's fine, it's going to be a good-ass time.
It's not going to be that bad. This is what happens when I try and be fucking positive. They sit down, the first thing that the translator comes up to me, they go, hey, do you have anyone in your kitchen that speaks Chinese? I'm like, no, we don't. So their food goes in, their food comes out, they eat, they're sweet. Their bill is $225. $225. One of the translator asks for the bill altogether. Okay, cool, awesome. Bringing it over, and then one of the men who doesn't speak very much English, no, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. And I see cash. I'm like, I'm just gonna put it down. Whoever grabs it, grabs it. This man gave me $4 on $225. I was so upset when I took that billfold that I couldn't even smile and pretend. Like, I literally saw it.
Why would you?
And like looked at the man, like looked at them and walked away. Like, I didn't say thank you, have a good night. I didn't, like, usually I'll say like I'll see it's bad and I'm like, okay, thanks, have a good night. Or I'll be like, okay, bye.
There's bad though, and then there's that.
There's that. Like,
that's like
disrespectful.
catastrophic, disrespectful shit.
All the money that I made that night is gone.
Because you're paying for that table.
I'm paying for that table. I lost it.
She really did.
I fucking lost it. I threw the fucking billfold and I'm like showing people like what the fuck. I'm taking a lap around the restaurant to try and wrap my head around it, and this server comes up to me. She's like, she's a new server. Hey! She like stops. Hey! I was like, what? She goes, so Miranda said that this person said that this was under your table. And she gives me, I think it was $25. She gives me $25. And I'm like, where's Emily? She goes, no, Miranda said that this person. I'm like, shut up. Where's Emily? This dumb bitch. We've done this for other servers. We've put our own money down on a very bad table for other servers to help them out.
To at least make sure that they don't pay for it.
Make sure they don't pay for it. Make sure it at least covers tip out.
Yeah.
This bitch tries to pull this on me. I couldn't help but laugh. Like, I was like, it completely brought me out of... I was like, bitch, I can't take... She's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know. What are you talking about?
I got $25 in my bag. I don't know what you're talking about.
I ended up making 10% of my sales because it still fucked me.
Oh, yeah. No, it's still royally. Even 10% on that will still fuck you.
It still fucked me. But, I mean, I tried to be positive and think, you didn't have this shift. You picked it up to help somebody out, and you really helped them out. It's not money you would have had anyway. And it's a good story. For May I. But I'm still so if I ever see those fucking people again, I'm gonna be like, get your weak shit out of here. Get your weak shit out of here. I'm not serving you. Bye. So there's one table that comes into a restaurant that I refuse to serve, but I still have to serve them. Which one is that? Creepy old man.
Oh,
darling, that guy.
This is the one I always try to serve for people because I'll deal with it as much as I can.
I don't want to do it. No. I don't feel like
I understand.
I should be subjected to that in my workplace. But I am. So, I'm having a really good night. All of my tables have tipped me really well so far and have really nice people in my section, and I'm in a good mood, which doesn't happen. And then I see it. the one man I refused to serve sauntering into my section. He sits down.
Funny fact, they actually sat themselves.
He finds me. So he sits down. And he's so fucking creepy, even when his wife's there. When I found out that I had to serve him, and I went like this to like freak out, and I kicked my shoe off, and it almost hit a table. It almost hit them. Like it came up and they saw. Thank God I had literally served them the night before, and we had a good time. And I was like, oh man, my shoe just came off. And he's like, you just coming over here to talk to us? I'm like, obviously. How's everything going, guys? Played it out like a fucking champ. Okay, best tippers, worst tippers. My best tipper is a family that comes in all the time. They have a very special order. They also have a very cute little boy that comes in, and he fucking threw up at my table. And I am ametophobic. I am terrified of puke, but I was so busy at the time, and I couldn't smell it because this beautiful gem literally ran with coffee grounds, cleaned it up right away. She's like, let me know if I need to serve the table, just let me know what's going on. I'm like, I think I'm okay right now.
You handled it like a star. I was actually pretty surprised.
I'm growing up. I think he tipped me extra this time because he always tips really well. He tipped me 25% on like $100 bill.
Yeah.
So
woo!
It was great.
I had the traditional British guys that come in, and they usually tip like British guys. They are notoriously bad tippers. 10% flat usually. I managed to charm the fucking shit out of them. Told him one of them was my favorite, and he tipped me $15 on an $80 bill.
Nice.
So whatever that is. And then the other one tried to out tip him, so that was good. And then the other one just did a flat 10%. I can't win them all, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Worst tipper. This is a family that I had served before that I had done a party with. I had autographed and gave me another $20 on top of it, and he asked me to come work for him at his other restaurant. I served this guy on family day and his family. I did not go to work at that restaurant, and I think he hates me for it because he tipped me $9 on 176.
I can't beat my worst tipper was the $4 on the 225.
Yeah, that was really bad.
It was bad. Our battery's gonna die, so we're gonna head out. This was a very angry one, and I'm sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and remember,
Tip your motherfucking server, bitch.
Tip your motherfucking server, bitch.
bye!
Bye!